Somewhere, right now, a worker is being told the job in Dubai costs $4,000, or that a Saudi visa has a processing fee, or that the Qatar contract requires 2 months of salary up front. Here's the part many people never hear clearly. In most Gulf recruitment systems, that payment is not just expensive, it is often illegal. The core rule is simple. The employer pays to recruit the worker, not the other way around. That principle comes from the International Labor Organization, the ILO. Its recruitment standard says private employment agencies should not charge workers recruitment fees or related costs, directly or indirectly. And related costs matters because agencies rarely use the words placement fee. They say medical fee, training fee, documentation, insurance, ticket, orientation, processing, service charge. The international definition is broad on purpose. If the cost exists because you are trying to get the job, it can still count as a recruitment fee, even if the money is collected by a broker in your hometown instead of the Gulf. Now look at the Gulf states themselves. Saudi Arabia says the employer bears recruitment costs for foreign workers, including permits and related employment expenses. So when someone says, pay for your Saudi visa, your first question should be, why is the worker paying for costs the law places on the employer? In the United Arab Emirates, the domestic worker law says agencies cannot take commissions from workers before or after employment, even through third parties. That last part matters because many collections hop in through local sub-agents. Qatar prohibits charging workers recruitment fees and also bans employers from deducting those costs from wages later, so pay us after you arrive is not automatically legal. Kuwait prohibits recruitment offices and their agents from charging domestic workers recruitment or employment fees. Oman's labor law also prohibits charging workers money in exchange for employment. Bahrain's labor regulator similarly bans recruitment fee collection from domestic workers. The wording changes from country to country, the direction does not. Across the Gulf, recruitment costs are generally supposed to sit with the employer. But there is another layer, your home country. This is where many illegal payments actually happen. The Philippines tightly regulates placement fees, and for domestic workers, the rule is generally zero placement fee. India caps what licensed recruiting agents can charge and requires regulation through the emigration system. Nepal's free visa, free ticket policy was designed to stop workers from funding Gulf migration costs themselves. So if recruiters demand huge cash payments with no receipt, that is a major warning sign, even in countries where limited service charges exist. And this is where the biggest loophole appears. A licensed agency may follow the rules officially, while an informal broker collects illegal cash separately. Workers are told this part is unofficial, or everybody pays, or no receipt because this is faster. Common does not mean legal. So before paying anything, run a simple check. First, verify the recruiter's license with the official government system in your country. Second, ask for the real employer name and the approved job order. Third, demand an itemized receipt for every payment. If someone refuses documentation, that is a red flag immediately. Fourth, compare the charges with destination country rules. If Gulf law says the employer pays recruitment costs, why is the worker funding the hiring process? And if you already paid, save everything. Screenshots, bank transfers, voice messages, receipts, contract copies, names and phone numbers. Evidence matters because illegal recruitment often depends on workers having no paper trail. The most important thing to remember is this: a job is not supposed to be sold to the worker. In most Gulf migration corridors, the legal system is built around the opposite idea. Employer pays. Verify before you pay.